Autoparts makers agree to pay $78 million in Canadian price-fixing class action settlement. Anyone who bought a new car between 1998 and 2016 has until October 30 to apply. Businesses and consumers who bought or leased new vehicles sold between July 1, 1998, and September 30, 2016, are eligible to receive $25 per claim in compensation for the following brands: Aston Martin, BMW Mini Cooper, Chrysler Dodge Fiat Jeep Ram, Ford Lincoln Mercury, General Motors Buick Cadillac Chevrolet Daewoo GMC Hummer Isuzu Oldsmobile Pontiac Saab Saturn, Honda Acura, Jaguar Land Rover, Mazda, Nissan Infiniti, Subaru, Toyota Lexus, Volkswagen Audi Porsche and Volvo. I'm sure they really learned their lesson now that they have to reimburse each person who makes a claim for $25 whole dollars. Talk about a slap on the wrist. This is a rounding error for these companies, just a cost of doing business. How much work is required for the application? I'm not spending more than 30 minutes to get $25. Tesla, Mercedes, Hyundai, Kia, Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Rolls-Royce, Bentley owners are crying. These price-fixing fines need to be a multiple of what they earned by fixing the prices. Otherwise this is just a cost of doing business. I bought 3 cars, but those cars are long gone and they did not collect my email in 2001 when internet was barely a thing. I want my $75. Huh. I haven't got a single email. Not sure why they'd even have my email. 98 to 16 though, eh? I bought 5 cars in that span. The one car that's not on that list, rolling eyes face. Canada is such a scam, regular people just get wrecked day in day out. Incompetent politicians, decaying cities, inflation, corporate greed. We need criminal indictments with real penalties and jail time for all involved. Looks like it only applies in Ontario, BC and Quebec. Wow, so I can get $50 back out of the $80,000 I spent on new cars. Might be able to get eggs and bread this week. Part from China $20. Part from US $80. Part in Canada $180, and the joke is it is the same part. I always ordered from overseas. Dubai or Russia for Toyota parts were cheaper. Of course Hyundai isn't there. Those morons fucking up. I knew I got screwed on my Aston Martin purchase. Thank God I'm getting $25 roughly 20 years later to make up for it, lol. $25. It's amazing how there's all these price-fixing lawsuits against all these companies as if there is zero government oversight. How about we have a proper competition bureau that can investigate and fine the hell out of these companies? $25 each is not only a slap on the wrist but an insult to Canadians. Completed it for myself, my husband, and my mom on their behalf. My mill will probably have like 4 vehicles in this time, but I'll make my husband do it for her, lol. Thank you for posting. I'm eligible and applied. It took less than 2 minutes. I also still have all of my original paperwork and the actual car. 09 Prius, at $308K. Not beige though. You have to receive an email to apply. Is there a link or something? Done. Took a break from scrolling Reddit while taking a shit. Of all the countries I have lived in, Canada feels like most monopolistic price gouging economy. There is no alternative to usual monopolies of telecom, grocery, banks, etc. Those lawyers are going to be rich. I wonder what their cut is. Got an email about this about an hour ago. Thought it was a scam. I guess I will fill it out and get my $25. What is the link for the claims site? Found it in my junk thing. I read this thread, I usually don't even look at that folder and just delete everything. Found one in my spam folder too, I'm sure that was intentional on their part too. In my case it was just the wiring harness that was involved. Lol. Do you take payment in Autoparts? Asking for a friend. I think it's important to note, this price fixing was by auto parts manufacturers, not the car manufacturers themselves. They got ripped off as well, and are probably getting some part of this compensation too. $25. They can donate my $25 to charity. Joke is on me. Only new vehicle I ever bought was a Hyundai, thoughtful face. The only winner in a class action is the lawyers. Whatever, I'll take my $25. Checking later. I bought a car that qualifies, but no longer have it. I'm just waiting, hoping for an email from GM now. What if I got in an Uber that was driving one of those cars? I wonder how much the lawyers got. Successful class action lawsuits almost always end up with the class receiving some pithy sum and the lawyers buying a second or third home. Your address and contact info is worth at least $25 on the dark web. No thanks. Defund the CBC. Mitsubishi, embarrassed smiley face. Name in the form was pre-filled after clicking the link in the email. It even knew which car I purchased. Autofill the phone number, email, and address, and it took about 3 minutes to complete. It says that the money will be transferred. How is it that this lawsuit happens to pan out to the exact same payout as the Epic Games payout? Is that really a coincidence? If only we had $25 per loaf of bread bought. When can we get class action lawsuit price fixing from dealership? I am sure I just overpaid $25 for my car. The procedure seemed endless and not worth my time. Thanks for the laughs, Beaverton. See Mike, everyone in Canada getting caught price fixing. Groceries, automotive, telecom. Almost like the poors are just here to push cash into the hands of the wealthy. If they wanted a reasonably affordable life, they should have just been born rich. Buys a 09 Civic for $24,000.00. Gets 25.00 back. Sweet. Lol, seems like every industry there is was fucking us. So, could someone break this down for me? The article seems to imply the largest portion of the settlement will be going to the dealers' automakers, who can be claiming upwards of $10,000 since they were technically the first purchasers of the price-fixed vehicle's parts. Wouldn't the end consumer have paid for that though anyways? But maybe I'm just misunderstanding. I got a VW, Subaru and a Toyota in that time, $75 for me hopefully. I bought a 2016 Ford Escape during that time. Just tried to claim. You can only claim up to vehicles made in 2015. Shitty. I have 3 claims to make from 3 different manufacturers. No notifications though, because they probably sent physical letters, and I've also had 10 addresses in the time period. Same email though. Great program. I get it on 2. And not on 1. Not bad, but $25 is pathetic. Does this include leased cars? Is it $25 per car? They say claim, but I am not sure what the difference between a claim and a car is. That's every manufacturer. What car isn't on this list? Smiley face. So it cost me $1,000 and I get $25 LOL. Sure, just channel your inner speed racer and let the dollar zoom in. Rocket, money with wings. What are they doing about the current price fixing that's going on? Hey, I feel you. Let's hope claiming that $25 doesn't take as long as fixing a car engine. I just got $20 for a class action against DVD manufacturers. I did have a new car in 2014, so I may get another $25. Woohoo. $25, holy hell, but it's a great deal. I'll just take an hour off for my $50 an hour pay to make this claim. What a bullshit settlement. 3 minutes to make $75.